Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down.
All the state championship games here too. So
I
think it's just 2-3. That's cool. Like his boy stank when he came on. I done played probably 7 different genres of games bitch in the last 2
First
years.
carry for the ex-Utah State
Rocket League, Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, Madden,
past the 30
Need
to
for
the
Speed,
31. The game's
Tabletop
first
Racing.
play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It is. It's like soccer with cars, bitch. Yeah, that's what my barber was telling me. Shit.
You got a barber in here?
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll run with Thompson.
Well, these niggas
Half of what he needed there, 2
Ohio
yards.
State
And
toilet
it'll bring
bowl.
up a third and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right
Oh,
there
you watch
defensively. Second and short yardage.
But
That's
this
all
is the
about
better of the
plugging
two.
those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through.
They're both forward.
Does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is third and 2.
Well, man.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That's where Ben Roethlisberger came from.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from
Let's go
Brown.
see what
And no
Anthony
return
Marshall's
here. Well,
doing.
will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21.
Let's go watch Mr. Anthony Marshall.
Carr gonna throw.
They asked me if I can come over real quick.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it.
That's too bad.
Go to the 31-yard
I
line.
can't stand this side.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not
Throwing
negative
spot.
thoughts in his head going forward since
Nope.
that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good news, that's
So after the
6.
INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket, looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's second down.
Real quick.
They kind of forced that
You
one
wanna
there,
go
didn't
and
he? It's
hop
almost
on
like he
Call of
predetermined
Duty?
where he was
I'm
going to go
there
to
too,
football.
bud.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown
Yeah,
football.
I'ma just get it over with.
Despite the blitz, they're still
Okay, we got a
picking
couple
up a
games to
solid
watch. I
game.
don't know,
The
boy. I might have to go NFL Red Zone on y'all,
spacing
man.
and run fits, and
Put
those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
You
And
see
that
this
is
stuff
incomplete.
about to
You
start
can tell
running
they were
zones,
hoping for a
man.
flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change,
that's
right?
what Ronald Jones
Interception,
did,
you got to go
man.
put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
You already got a couple 100-yard game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Frantic's on, so
This is fielded a couple
we ain't gonna be
yards
able to
deep.
talk to him, but
Now
what's
a hit and a
next?
loose football.
I'll show you what's next.
And
Try
careless
the
with
new
a football there on the
Frenex.
kick return.
Quicker,
And one
quicker
thing I
up.
love about
That's
going to
it.
practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
That bit, dog. Frantic shit walk just like him, bro. This shit funny, dog.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
That bit playable,
Give him
man.
a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'd rather watch YouTube streams in this weak-ass college game, Bruce.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and
They got some weak behind calling cards this
continue
shit,
to move
bro.
the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I'll just be happy with the free content, bro.
Into a double team and it's intercepted.
Like every calling tab look gay, bro. All these colors and
he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Where's the intentional ground in that, bro?
One incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody.
He was
open,
outside the tackle box.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, fight another down.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
I'm about to go ahead and
Take
play
a shot
something
for
real
the
quick.
end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that.
I don't even know if I unlocked it
But
yet.
he wasn't going to get it. And as an
When you
ex-defensive
unlock
back,
it?
you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one's complete to Mecole
Why
Hardman.
not?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it,
I'm at
and then they can
42.
make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did
What's
a really
next?
nice job there of
What's
limiting that and
next?
keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
We're about to call Francis,
Too long
bitch, so
for a
we can
field
be on
goal, too short to
talking
punt
with
that
his
in
ass,
between
bitch.
range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes now on the sneak, and boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
You were short, nigga.
And he didn't get there. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
All right, Mace, come on.
What?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division
All
leaders.
right, Mace,
That
you need to get
guarantees
his
you
KD
at least
back up,
one
brother.
home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a
I'm staying on the outskirts. I'm going to the right.
Playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got contact. Down.
Gonna give it to Jacobs. And some room to maneuver.
Yeah, we good.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Shit, I'm about to start moving like that, bro. Fuck
Josh
it, bro.
Jacobs with
I'll go-
touchdown number 12
I'll go
on
first,
the
and then
year.
this, I'll
the
post up and
Raiders
watch your
have
six,
taken the
dude.
lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on
I'm
that
about to-
one because
I'm about to
those
push
types of
up through
plays,
these
when they
caves.
result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
Fuck it, let's do that.
And off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Oh shit, somebody happened. Something happened. Door got clear.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I got him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I got a smoke bomb up for you. Alright, I'm coming. That's right, yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still
I'll take the high road real quick.
This season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in.
I'm pushing all the way back to our spawn with.
In our meeting with the coaching staff, they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get it.
I'm going to go
It's very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Good slow focus.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Contact, I hear it, but I don't see him. Hey, look. You see something on top of me?
It's Thompson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down to the 38. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Clear.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
I'm about to call it finish real quick, dog. I ain't gonna go all. I'm going to side. I ain't gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna just keep my head. Shit, he might be safe because he. All right, he died. Triple kill, nigga. Let's go. Yep, I got you. You can.
Thompson, and give him
Good shit.
3 as he gets it
I'm going back out to the front. Oh, behind me. Bro, I got 2 of them coming your way. Bro, I got stuck on the little tip.
Because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's still here.
Drew, shut up.
I got him.
22.
Somebody else caught me. I might just stay on the tip of the cave, bro, and then we just watch our back on the.
Let's see what that's about.
I ain't gonna go all the way in.
Flag comes
Shit.
down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I might just stay my ass right here, bro.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman.
I see Furnace in here.
After
I ain't
1-7-3
gonna leave my dog alone, man.
EA Sports. Second quarter from
Behind us, man.
It's the Chiefs in possession.
I don't know,
They are,
man.
however, facing a
You
4th
good?
down situation.
I'm gonna get back.
Butker able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far.
Bro, you know this little hole was here, bro. What the hell?
Isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's fine. Because too many people don't be coming down there like that. Oh, never mind. That bitch threw a bomb in there.
The Raider offense set to get
I don't even know how you get there.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Yeah, just chill. I'm a chill over.
when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I'm gonna just chill by the in front of the cage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I don't even know how niggas got to that well.
Here's Jacobs.
Bro,
And
y'all
this time
stay on
he's
y'all
not going
fucking
anywhere.
block.
They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And sometimes those slants,
dude, go sit down.
Be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really,
sit right there.
It's how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is 50 yards deep.
Fred let hard on the other team.
I told you I was going to play. Shit, I told you I had not to play no more. Shit, you better go keep carrying your fucking presence. I ain't playing with you. I'll really beat your ass.
little Fred let be good.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Somebody else shooting, bro.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. They complete it to Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered. Known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On 1st down, Thompson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's just a lot of K entrances. But what you mean?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I'll take 20 and 8.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. A fight for the football, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pick directly to you.
Hardman, the intended target.
Dang, pass.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go.
Wow.
We actually quit counting.
Let me get Fretland on, so I don't got to kill him anymore.
Because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Bro, I'm about to fold in and go grab some cookies, man.
Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This sounds like a crocodile, bitch.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A good pick up there at 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. We'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a
I got a couple more matches left for me. I'm just trying to see if
got a man, it's Brown.
Oh, hold on, he said it's not letting me join.
A pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And for the 3rd
I'm
time
gonna hop out so I can talk to them boys in the party, man, and communicate, man. Y'all boys join us. Or Anthony.
Yeah, brother.
I'll be back in the party.
Set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Shut your little ass up, man.
The Raiders Sanders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Stop, boy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Yeah.
And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, brother.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football.
You can catch that.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 44.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Oh, why would you tackle him in the head?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They toss it to Thompson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll run with Sanders. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. Check. I got you.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, it's Carr. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Carr going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete.
Why do y'all drop the fucking ball,
and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had him blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to the lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Oh, you guys play South Monroe.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. One time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Give him 3 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Ricky. Mike's 42. So don't say nothing. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
41 Mike. 3 buzz. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Oh,
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. picked by Darryl Worley. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, they...